on, Apollonauts, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're not going to be opening packs, we're actually going to be discussing this ban list. In case you guys don't know, in case you're only a collector, we've been pushing for a ban list for quite some time. In July, we got told that we would get a ban list no later than late August, or the end of August, or however they said it, but they really waited to the last minute, and we needed this list yesterday. Now, if this list isn't good, it's going to cause massive complications to the game and to the player base. And as someone who's always just opened packs, I do also play the game, play kind of competitively, so I want to see what this ban list is. Now I'm already on the first page. I heard one thing about another card when I was on Twitter, and I quickly closed it, and here I am. We're going to look into it and see if this is good or a bad list. If this is bad, it can potentially have huge negative consequences for the game. So let's get into it. So we got Fiendsmith Lacrima. Not the Fiendsmith card that I was hoping to be on the list, but it does burn. So if you're going into game 3 and you're going first and you already have one game under your belt, you can just kind of easily make this in some decks and just burn and stall out for time. It's not a fair card, so I can see that. Abalusa Bow the Goddess. Now that, I was kind of hoping IP would have went, because IP can make this on your turn, but I see why they chose this one, because you can, a lot of decks can basically make their deck nib-proof by making Abalusa the 5th summon. So I guess that's kind of good. Hot Red Archfiend. I'm actually just a little... I'm happy this card's gone, so I'm a little excited. No more Calamity Lock, because it's forbidden. It's a card that should have been on the list, on the forbidden list a long time ago, but we're just now getting it. It was more of a problem a few months ago. It's become less of a problem, but to see it on the list, that's good. That's great. Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal, needed to go. It being able to dump a particular card, to search a particular or any trap card is just wild. And plus, you know, before Angel of Blue Tears, it was still a problem card, so I'm happy to see it go. So far on the forbidden list, not as many cards as I would like. We needed some Snake Eye card forbidden, either Ash, Popular, even if Oak got on the forbidden list and the other two got semi-limited or limited, that would have been okay. But to see no Snake Eyes on the forbidden list is kind of wild. I hope it did not get a slap on the wrist. That would be pretty bad. Let's go over to the next page. This is the limited list. Okay, so we got Eva. I don't think that's a problem. I don't think Eva's that big of a problem. Snake Eyes Ash and Snake Eyes Popular. So that's good. I don't see Flame Burge. Maybe he got semi-limited, which would be silly because no one really plays. A lot of people only play one, so I'm not seeing. That could be bad. Next up, we got two Gimmick Puppet cards, which kind of cement like a FTK, OTK, and it's not fun to play against. So they hit that pretty swift, even though it just got new support. But yet, Snake Eye Ash and Popular are the only limited cards. Maybe we get like Wanted semi-limited or something, but let's go down low. Branded Fusion is on the limited list. That is wild. It has not been a top deck in quite a while. In fact, it was hardly ever a top deck. There was one point where it was probably the best deck to play, but that was just until the format got solved or the next set released in a few weeks. So seeing it to 1, what are you doing, Konami? Are you pushing us to buy? Are you pushing us branded players to buy more product? In order for a branded person who loves the deck because the way it plays, the art style, the lore, you have to give us a reason to play something else. And I don't think you're giving us that reason. So that's a big F for you, Konami. Opening of the Spirit Gates, I would like to see that card forbidden, but it's limited. It's a huge consistency hit to Yubel, so that's good. Next up, we got Pot of Prosperity to 1. Again, this is a card that I would have been okay with if it just went away completely, but it being at 1 is fair. A lot of decks that use this, they only need like a key 6 to 7 extra deck monsters, so they can run 3 and only use 2, but still really plus off of those 2 digs. So it's at 1, that's okay. Next up, we got Sangan Summoning. Yes, because I'm sick of Tenpai. Tenpai is not like the best deck, but it's at least Snake Eyes is more interactive. I'll give it that. It'll keep coming back, but at least you can still play Sangan Summoning with Tenpai. You can activate effects during battle phase, and effectively, if they get to battle phase, it's just game. So it's a consistency hit, but I'll take it. That grass looks greener. That's kind of awesome. In Master Duel, we kind of have Branded Fusion at 1 and grass at 1, and we kind of make it work. So maybe there's hope for Branded. In fact, I still know there's hope for Branded. It just sucks to see that it's gone. Hopefully, like Aluber, Albaz, or Opening isn't on the semi-limited list. Hopefully, that's the only Branded hit. Skill Drain, that needed to go. Skill Drain is a toxic card. It being at 1 is kind of okay. It's going to be a sack, but it's better than it being at 3. I'm not going to lie. I'd rather have a sacky card than a card that's bad, or that's bad for the game at 3. When people say, oh, I'd rather have it at 0 or 3, I'll take the 1. Just take the 1. Who cares if you get sacked? It would have been more of a chance you would have got hit with it. It may have felt less sacky, but like odds are you would have got hit with it more often than not. So it being at 1, that's fine. So next up, we got this semi-limited list. I'm seeing a lot of Dragon Rollers, which is okay. They're not doing much. Lunar Light Tiger, that's cool. Maybe they're coming out with more support, and they wanted to free the Tiger a little bit. Thunder Dragon Colossus. I don't see any reason why this couldn't just go to 3 or stay on the limited section. I would have liked it to stay on the limited section. I understand people wanted it back, it's back, but if you out 1, do we really need a second one? And IV the World Chalice, that could have gone all the way up. No one's doing anything with that. They could have used some of these slots for more consistency hits to like Snake Eyes, like a few of the spells, semi-limited. Or they could have just done more like semi-limited Loke, or not Loke, I'm sorry. They could have semi-limited Snake Eye Oak along with the other limits, and that would have helped a little bit. But it seems like they wasted their semi-limited slots. So this section was a big F just in general. It didn't affect much. It kind of made things worse, really, because now if you out 1 Colossus, they can bring another. The chances are you're really not going to play a Thunder Dragon player. But the fact, it just kind of a waste. You know what I mean? Let's move on to the unlimited list. So we got Armageddon Knight. That's something that could have came back to 3. It's cool that I did. A lot of decks could use the boost. Red Rose Dragon. It makes sense why this came back. Again, this could have came back a long time ago. A lot of people love their plant dragons, and I don't see a problem with it. Magic Spectre Unicorn Kareen, that's actually pretty good. I know a lot of people that love this deck, and having that unlimited would definitely boost them. I knew about Plush Fire, or we all guessed it because it got an errata in the system. Ancient Fairy Dragon, that could have came back to 3 once it was unreleased or re-released. And then we got First of the Yang Zing. It's not doing anything. It could have came back. And then we got Time Seal. I heard someone say this is awesome because if they somehow open 2 or 3, they can stop their opponent from drawing. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. For 1, if you activate 1, it skips the next draw phase. If you activate 2, it skips the same draw phase. For 2, if you open this going first, you cannot play it on your opponent's first turn. Because when they start their turn, they're starting in the draw phase. You can only activate this card after setting it at the very first phase of your opponent's turn, which is the draw phase. You cannot skip something you're already in, so a lot of people get confused by this. It's not a good card. You can use it turn 3, turn 4, I don't know why you use it turn 3, but you can use it turn 4. So, that's that. So overall, guys, I don't know how to feel about this list. I think I'll give it a 4 out of 10. It did some things, but it just ruined other things. Like, you didn't have to touch branded. You could have used some of your semi-limited slots to improve gameplay instead of bringing cards back, or like all of the Dragon Rulers could have been on the unlimited list, and you could have used that semi-limited list for other consistency hits. Like Unicorn could have went to 2, Fenrir could have went to 2, Runic Tip could have went to 2, Shifter could have went to 2. Where's Kit Kalos? Konami, you've been listening to us, obviously. We want Kit back. Majority of us thinks and knows Kit can come back. We want Shifter gone. Why are you insisting on doing this to us? Anyway, guys, in case you were wondering, I didn't forget. We do have a giveaway. I'm sorry I made you guys wait to the end of the video, but I kind of forgot. So we're going to be giving away 2 Chaos Boxes. All you got to do is like, tell me what you think about this video in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed. Also, consider hitting the notification bell. You don't want to miss any uploads. I'm going to be uploading more frequently here. I've been taking kind of like a slow roll break, but we're going to get back popping soon. And guys, if you like this type of content, if you want to see me do it more, of course it's not going to be like super great like today, but I'll get better at doing it as long as I do it. So if you guys want to see me do it, just let me know in the comments. And as always, guys, have fun doing, stay safe, I'll catch you on the next video.